very happy to introduce you Ryan Donovan. And actually, back at the time in Hootsuite, I was working for Ryan, so really happy to have him here. And right now, he's Chief Product and Technology Officer at GRIN. And he's going to talk about reinventing your product roadmap with data, which is a topic I really like. So let's hear from Ryan.
Thanks, Max. It's so good to be here with you today, and it's great to see you again. It's been too long. So just a little bit about me. I've been working in product engineering leadership roles for well over 20 years. I've been in a very close circle working on e-commerce, marketing tech, and social tech, and have been in social technology for the last 5 years, which kind of makes me a unique veteran within it. So anyways, what I wanted to talk to you about today is really using data to reinvent your product roadmap. Every product team I've joined in the last 20 years had one really common element, that they weren't really focused as deeply on the customer as they should be. They're focusing on easy asks coming from sales and customer success versus the core customer problems, which are much harder. And then one of the challenges I've also seen is that you can't actually quantify, are you delivering value to customers? So what I talk to you about today is a way to actually do that. In order to make sure your roadmap is the most customer-centric possible, there's the best practice that I've seen now, having done this for a while, is that you really want to have both the qualitative and the quantitative methodology to measure your product market fit and customer adoption. And the two frameworks I'm going to be talking to you about today show you how to do just that. The first framework I'm going to talk to you about is what's known as jobs to be done. That'll give your product team a qualitative methodology to assess a product market fit. And then I'll talk about using the Reforge adoption funnel, which will give you a quantitative methodology to measure how successful your customers have been. And there's also a very strong correlation between Reforge moments and retention, which I'll talk about when we get into it. So what a job to be done is this is a core customer use case or scenario that your users are going to have to go through when they try to actually achieve the value that you want them to achieve using the product. To give you an example, for GRIN, we're a creator management platform. We've got about 33 core jobs that go across our customers. If you've got a multi-product portfolio, you probably are going to have 100 core jobs, or more. And the way you do this is you define each of your scenarios, and then you work with your customer-facing teams and your customers themselves to really rate on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being the worst, 5 being the best, how well your product is actually fulfilling this value. It's really important when you do this that you actually, really talk with your customers to understand kind of what I'll call the fringe use cases that are around the edges of your product, because that's oftentimes where you'll find a lot of opportunity as well as unmet needs. Once you've actually scored these, you know exactly where you need to focus and where your product is broken. It's, oftentimes, when I've joined product teams, you'll see, scores in the, low 2s, which means there's significant improvement. A product that's working at, delivering what I'll call like, iPhone to smartphone level of functionality is probably going to be in the mid 4s. So this gives you a nice framework to measure it. I think the best practice would be to refresh this at least once a year, and then make sure that as you deliver features, you go back and validate with your customers that you're actually improving the jobs to be done. That's the qualitative methodology.